Some years ago, I was visiting with my spiritual director about this very passage and noted that there are times in my life where I feel that I have been complacent to those who are in need, maybe because I'm absorbed with my own worries and cares and concerns. And he offered a suggestion to me that was quite unique. He said, when you pray, don't think of yourself as the rich man, somebody who is complacent, but bring yourself before the Lord as Lazarus. For there are things about Lazarus's life and his story that God knows. And maybe there are aspects in your life that you need to bring to the Lord in some way to allow the Lord to know who you are. The first thing he says is, look at how we have in the gospel no name for the rich man, but Lazarus has a name. Bring your name to the Lord. And in that way, what it does is provokes a reflection on our part that the Lord does call us each by name. He knows who we are. But our name also is about being connected to a wider community of our family. That we come from a background, a family that we should be grateful for, and also a family where there are tensions and difficulties. It's important for the Lord to know all that is a part of our name. Some years ago, Father Lou Camelli, who lives with us here at the cathedral, wrote this wonderful little book called The Archeology of Faith. What he did was he chronicled how in his family, going back many generations to the time where they were originated in Italy, passed on a faith over generations, and how his life was impacted by that passing on of the faith. So today, it's an opportunity for us to sit before the Lord in our prayer and let him call us by name, but also reflect on how our name has connected us to so many people that's responsible for our faith today. A second thing that Lazarus is known for by the Lord and by us in this gospel are his wounds. They're the areas in his life that are incomplete, ways in which he is suffering. We need as well to bring our woundedness to the Lord. The times we have been slighted, times we have been misused, neglected. And it's an opportunity for the Lord to come into those wounds of our life and bring his healing, knowing that we can't heal ourselves. And finally, we see that Lazarus is abandoned. There's a sense of loneliness about him. Only the dogs come and lick his wounds. Each one of us experiences in life moments of loneliness. Whether we're married or a priest or religious, a single person. Loneliness can, in many ways, grip our hearts and really gnaw at us inside. And it's then that we need to bring that to the Lord as well, because we know that there is a kind of presence of the Lord that can be so satisfying, giving us a confidence that we've not been abandoned, that we are not alone. There will be a moment in all of our lives when we feel alone. It's at the moment of our death. And it is, I think, our preparation of bringing our loneliness to the Lord that will be the best preparation for us passing over to the next life, because we will be convinced, having experienced it in our life, in our loneliness, that the Lord is present to us. So today, as we look at this gospel text, maybe to turn around, not to beat ourselves over the head because we've been complacent, but rather see ourselves as Lazarus, so that we grow in empathy with Lazarus. We realize that just as the Lord knows his name, he knows ours as well. Just as the Lord is confident, is present to him in his woundedness, so he is confident that he is not abandoned, so too in our loneliness. When we become more like Lazarus, I believe that we will be more responsive to the needs of those who are suffering in the world and not be complacent.